baby, won't you come my way and dance the night away? Oh, we're live. Hey, what's going on, Jeromes? Happy Friday out there, everyone, everywhere. It's a daily Jeromes live stream coming at you 9 a.m. Central Time on Fridays, 11 a.m. Central Time Monday through Thursday. And it's a good way just to get together. It's usually an hour, but really like 42 minutes, sometimes half an hour of some Vikings chat, some Q&A, some hanging out with all the Jeromes. It's always a good time. Let's see here. Also, check out our Discord. Link is on the top left corner of the channel. We got how many Jeromes do we have in there now? Let me look. Right now we have, I'm good at math, 105 Jeromes. Live stream is on. Okay. Sure. I need a bot that will just put the link to the live stream every single day. But yeah, we're here. Minnesota Fighting Vikings, nearly wrapping up the first week of padded practices. Everyone's looking good in the hood. We got some great videos out on the channel today. We look at the Vikings offensive and defensive depth charts, as well as ticketing policy. It's sort of leaked that the Vikings probably not going to have fans week 1 US Bank Stadium. Nah. The goal is at some point to have 20% capacity, so see if that actually does happen. And then also, Justin Jefferson, friggin' A. Like, so I don't have the ego where I won't admit when I'm wrong. So I had my reservations about Justin Jefferson in the draft process. I thought that his skill set overlapped a little bit too much with Thielen, but damn, this kid is good. Damn, this kid is really, really good. And yeah, he's going to be freaking fantastic. So we talked about adjusting expectations on Justin Jefferson. I think he's going to come in and slay. Purple Rain, first one in the live chat. What is up? All right. If you want to support the work, if you catch us on demand, purpleftw.com/support. It's a great place. We have all of our sponsors, all of the ways you can support the show. Also, support yourself. You get $150 off in, a queen-size Lisa mattress, the best mattress I've ever owned. Check that out, as well as On It, 10% off supplements and food items at On It. So, again, go to purpleftw.com/support. All the ways to support this channel. Keep the lights on. Keep producer Allie rolling and cookie dough, which is extremely important. There you go. Also, again, the Discord. It's basically, if you like the live chat during the live streams, this is a 24/7 live chat. Things get weird, but we're figuring things out, and it's a lot of fun over there. So go join. Preach Paul, just join. There you go. All right, so the add-on question for today's live stream is, what if you were on the Vikings rooster, what number would you pick and why? So, again, regardless of position, we're going to go with. So I've always had a thing with the number 4, which I know sort of cuts against the grain of my Asian heritage, because I didn't know. I wasn't really raised Asian. But apparently 4 is extremely bad luck, especially in the Chinese culture. Because what is it? The symbol of 4, I believe, resembles a tombstone, so they associate with death. Chinese number 4. Tetraphobia. Tetraphobia, meaning 4, is practice and avoiding instances of the digit 4. It is a superstition most common in East Asia nations. Oh man, look at that. So the elevator doesn't even have 4 or a 13, 14. Oh, because 14 has 4. 13 is my goodness. Man, the Chinese word for 4, pinyin, ish, ne, su, wo. Is it 4? Trouble for 4. Sounds quite similar to the word for death. So in many varieties of Chinese, similarly the Sino-Japanese, Korean, ish, ni, su, wo, leo, shi, ba, sure, geo, sure. I was trying to think, because we were teaching the daughter how to count 10 in Chinese, and now I can't even remember. But yeah, so I've always had to think for number 4. I wore 14 in high school. The wife likes number 9. And that was also the number that my uncle wore when he played for the Chiefs. I really like 44. I feel like Matt Asiata didn't do it justice. Josh Metellus obviously isn't doing justice either. But, like, Javid Best. All right, so Javid Best, who the Lions traded up with the Vikings. I believe it was 2010. So they drafted Javid Best. So it was one of those rare intra-division trades. But, yeah, I mean, he was rocking 44. It was good. I mean, it's a shame that his health didn't hold up. But also, when he was at Cal, he wore number 4. I just feel like 4 is good. Like I feel like part of my bias towards Jerry Jeudy over Ruggs and CeeDee Lamb was subconsciously because he wore number 4. As stupid as that sounds. I mean, because that just looks good, man. I don't know. So, yeah, I'll pick 4 or 14. Maybe 44. 44. I don't know. Next up, World War II General Vince Vaughn. Who's winning in a fight? The creepy BK King or Ronald Goddamn McDonald? So Ronald McDonald, he super creepy. Oh, remember when rap battles were a thing, like 4 years ago? They're huge. All right, so you got the creepy ass clown, which I never liked Ronald McDonald. Like I don't have a clown. I'm not clown phobic, like some people are, but also it's just like quite off putting because like when I was a kid, I obviously loved McDonald's because every kid loves McDonald's, but it's like I want to go there because of the nuggets, man, not because of this creepy clown. And the BK King, when they brought him out like a decade ago, when it was just like that giant deadpan stupid face, look at you. I would probably pick the King because I feel like Ronald is all bark, no bite. Because he ain't Pennywise, that's for sure. So yeah, I would take the King. Next up is Preach Paul, Hall Net for all y'all. Can I just lock these? There you go. All right, so I guess it doesn't work, but I like number 3, big fan of late Dale Earnhardt. Absolutely loved his driving style, took no crap. And if you saw him in the mirror, God help you, intimidator, enough said. Yeah, Dale Earnhardt was a dude back in the day. He was the guy. I remember there's a movie about Dale Earnhardt. I think Barry Pepper plays Earnhardt. Pretty sure. Let's see. Oh, yeah, number 3, Barry Pepper. Get some. No. Next up is John Beck. Number 9, it rules all numbers. Look it up. The power of 3, 6, 9. Damn good time. Wait, is this a John Beck who played at BYU? Because I'm pretty sure he was number 9. No. I lied. He was number 12. Never mind. Next up is Stanley Steemer, 3.14 because who doesn't love Pa? Don't sleep on Nate. I assume Nate Stanley, not Burleson, right? Skull. Andrew Hansen. Andy, can you and the Jeromes help settle a debate between my wife and I? The Hershey's chocolate you put on ice cream, do you call it sauce, in her opinion, or syrup, in my opinion? Because that is what it says on the damn bottle. Number 58, it was my number in high school and a damn good number for a linebacker. It's a good linebacker number. Think of like Von Miller, Easy Ed McDaniel. I think Derek Thomas was 58, right? The late, great Derek Thomas. Yeah. Yeah. Derek Thomas went to Bama. I didn't know that until I looked it up. Man, Derek Thomas and Neil Smith, when they were with the Chiefs, they were dudes. They were dudes, man. All right. Sauce or syrup? Jerome's, let him know in the live chat. What'd you think? I think it's syrup. Because I feel like chocolate sauce comes in jars. And syrup comes in the bottle. Yeah, like this, or the Smuckers, hot fudge topping. I think this is more of a sauce. And then if you have bottle, that's more syrup. Nah. Next up is World War II General Vince Vaughn. 27 is going to be a bad man. However, my Minnesota senses are tingling inside, saying, "Don't get too much involved in the hype." Well, it's like the Wolves winning the NBA lottery for the first time ever, 14% chance of winning it, and then there's no one. It's almost like the Joe Smith, Anthony Bennett. You could even say Andrew Wiggins type draft, where it's just okay. All right, there's no LeBron, there's no Tim Duncan, there's no Zion, so it's just great. I mean, may as well just trade the pick. Who gonna take LaMelo Ball? All that. Well, I do like that. The Ball dad has seemed to fade into obscurity. By the way, he played for the Jets. Or Anthony Edwards, ER. Okay. All right, so LaMelo Ball. Oh, yeah, this is the guy who instead of 1 year of college, he just went to, what's the dad's name? I forget. Maybe I just blocked it out, which is so beautiful. All right, Lavar Ball. Look at this jabroni. All right, 6'6", 263. Yeah, he played for the Jets for 2 seasons. Which is crazy, right? Because he was trying to be the OG Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates. Nailed it. NFL career. He was also part of the practice squads for the Jets and the Panthers. Is there a picture of LaVar Ball and the Jets? I mean, there's got to be, right? Oh, they haven't played D-end. It's dumb. All right, so there's him on the Panthers. Good times. Picture of him with the Jets. He's just no. All right. See, next up is Stanley Morris. Who's winning a fight, Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan in respective primes? Jackie Chan, people sleep on Jackie Chan because he's got this happy-go-lucky personality. Been in a lot of lighthearted, fun movies, but I mean Jackie Chan is a serious martial artist. Bruce Lee obviously was as well, but I don't believe that Bruce Lee actually ever fought. Wait, no, he did fight one guy in the basement of a YMCA, but I'm not sure if. I would actually take Jackie Chan. And also, I would take the odds because I'm sure that Jackie Chan, because of the public money, is as Bruce Lee. Bruce MF and Lee. Jackie Chan may enter that fight as a 3-1 dog. I'll take those odds. Shit. Livestream. Let us know where you're watching from. Give a couple shout-outs. I always like doing that. Next up is Sam K. If we look the way we look this season and the incoming seasons, we must have football back up and running. I like the way we look this season and the incoming season. I would pick 6'9" because obvious. Nice. Derek Grundall. Do you have a favorite piece of Vikings memorabilia? I guess the Diggs Star Tribune, Let's Go Crazy that we have framed. Also got signed by Diggs, but I've never been a really big memorabilia guy. As a kid, I did get a pair of Chris Carter gloves from training camp one year, and that's about it. I don't even know where they are. They're somewhere. Should probably find them. But yeah, I've never been a big memorabilia person. Eric Hansen, was Jim Marshall going to make the Hall of Fame? He was a king of consecutive games played before that stat was relevant. I think it'll be tough, mainly because he played the bulk of his career before sacks was a stat, so there's not really much that the voters can go off of. I think that maybe the senior committee gets him in, just like they did with Tom Flores, who should have been a long time ago, as well as cheating Drew Pearson. So maybe Marshall eventually gets in, but obviously we'd love to see it happen in his lifetime. So, because how old is Jim Marshall? over under 72. I might go over. 82. Damn. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. I mean, because how old's Bug? Is Bug Grant 90? Because I know that Sid is 93. Damn. He's good for 93. Like Bug Grant right now would kick your ass. Because Sid Hartman, yeah, he just turned 100. A hundy. Everyone has a Sid story. A lot of them aren't great. We'll just leave it at that. All right, next up. Purple Rain. I have to go with number 81. AC was my idol growing up. Anthony Carter, the other Carter. I'll never forget the record-setting performance he had versus the Niners, January 88 divisional round. Yeah, he had like 12 catches for 250 yards. He may have been small, but he played a big hat. I'll forgive him for going to Michigan. Also, he is a USFL champion, Michigan Panthers, him and Bobby Hebert. It's like striking things up. Stanley Morris. Dantzler hype got me all hot and bothered for the next defensive stud rolling through in purple. Love it and can't wait to see what this kid can do. I mean, he is legit. Dantzler is like Dantzler and Jefferson. I think are the stars of camp because Gladney. I mean, they're taking their time with him because of the knee, which is understandable. So Dantzler's there. Ezra Cleveland's second team left guard. Maybe he'll work his way up. They're really putting the brakes on DJ Wanham and James Lynch. They're not really getting the time of day on the defensive line. Harrison Hand has looked good in spots, working with the 2s and 3s. But yeah, it really is the Jefferson and Dantzler show so far. A couple shout-outs. I do basketball from St. Paul. What is up? Purple Rain is Skull from Wausau, Wisconsin. Blazing Dutches, Wheeling, West Virginia. What's going on? I do basketball. I said that. Mike Benham, Skull from Grand Rapids. What up? B. Visick, Tulsa, Oklahoma. What's going on? I like Oklahoma, except for the tornadoes. Ethan Hollich, Summers, Connecticut. What is up? Thanks, Jeromes, for coming along on this beautiful Friday. Next up is Jerome Shalom. Wise to pay big money to running backs in today's game. Dalvin's such a conundrum because it makes sense if your running back is also a great receiver because you do need that in today's game. It doesn't make sense to pay a guy like Derrick Henry. But Dalvin, yes, but also the big question with Dalvin is health. So can he do that? And also motivation. Well, you look at some of the recent big running back contracts. David Johnson couldn't stay healthy. Todd Gurley couldn't stay healthy. Le'Veon Bell is just bad and fat and happy after he got paid. Zeke TBD. McCaffrey TBD. Lamar Miller, no, that didn't work out. Jerick McKinnon, hell, that's a health issue too. That hasn't worked out. So it's either injury or Le'Veon Bell just gets lazy. That's about it. Next up is Luke Cape. Do you ever shoot trap? It's my favorite sport, and just love going out to the gun club and shooting sport clan trap. Really relaxing. I don't, because, well, since I picked up shooting a bow, I actually like shooting guns. Sort of like gotten boring for me. But yeah, I've never shot in trap before. I just see firearms as more of a means to an end in hunting, as well as personal protection and whatnot. Luke K. So in my apartment, I can only have an electric grill. What would you recommend or look into? Well, you can always get a George Foreman, but are you allowed to have an infrared grill? So I've actually heard good things about these. Now we'll get the indoor one. Because I've actually heard good things about these, but you see them on infomercial and whatnot. So it's an infrared indoor smokeless grill. And you get a degree of char, so you get some of the flavor in there. But I don't know. I've never experimented with this, but yeah, if I was living in an apartment or a place where, I obviously can't have a big honking grill, I would check something like this out. Yeah, get after it. Next up is Kyle Rippentrop. Well, I'd probably have to go with 61. I'd most likely be a lineman, and I've always thought it looks the sharpest with all the numbers. And the Vikings do uniforms. All right, yeah, Brett Jones, he works it. Go 61. Plus, if you're a Roger Maris fan, yeah. Do you think the NFL should switch to the college numbering system? Yes, it should be YOLO. It should be like single-digit numbers in college football, generally reserved for upperclassmen, starters on the team. So that'd be cool. Also, kickers. Stop wasting nice numbers on the kickers. Have them be like 97 or 49 or whatever. Yeah. Well, because initially they did this rigid numbering system to help the refs in terms of who would be eligible receivers. Well, how do college refs do it? It's dumb. YOLO. Like, Reggie Bush should have been allowed to wear 5 when he came to the Saints back in 06. 05, 06. Yeah, they should have done that. Stanley Morris, I'd wear 53. Been my number since Pee Wee football through high school and college. Just need to keep it going. Been so long. Don't fix what isn't broke. Yeah. Also, they should make cowboy collars mandatory for linebackers. Like, let's see. Yeah, why don't players wear cowboy collars anymore? I'm not even talking about this. Actually, I'm more talking about actual neck rolls, I guess. Yeah, so I mean, these look good too. I mean, come on. I mean, that just screams like late, like football. It screams linebacker, like LeVar Arrington and Penn State. Also, I don't even know if he's wearing a cowboy collar though, because LeVar Arrington had a huge friggin' neck. So that's sort of what I'm talking about. The Howie Long. I mean, Allstott always wore a neck roll. Dickerson had a neck roll, but if you notice, like Eric Dickerson would wear every single possible accessory he could. He would. Like, he'd wear the goggles. He had the pacifier mouthpiece before it was in. He had every single thing. He had spats. He had everything going on. I mean that looks good too. I mean, Wilbur Marshall with the neck roll. Yeah. All right. What's next? Brett Vuzelis. Will the Vikings have fans at their home games? Not week 1, but we'll see. Ethan Griffith, number 3. It's my lucky number. I love single-digit jerseys. Should we be worried about Zimmer's history of only making the playoffs in odd years? No. I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. No, I don't buy into that at all. TreeJ. 18, 19, my favorite numbers, and or 98, 99 will be retired. I found this channel when you had around 700 subs and still the podcast going. I love the profile pic, hasn't changed. I watch a live stream on my TV every day before work and sometimes on my way into work, and I appreciate PP, PR, Charlie B, etc. for being active, showing up. Every live stream, building this cool community. Once a Jerome, always Jerome. Absolutely. Hey, TreeJ, thanks for being OG Jerome. Yeah, we've been on the come up, growing and shown. It's a good time. TreeJ, Vike Flair Studio Tour coming soon. Yeah, I keep saying we're going to do that, and then we don't because I'm lazy, but yeah, we'll do it. Ethan Hollich, definitely either 45 or 59 because those numbers I've worn wear. What surprise of Vikings do you think could make the roster? It's a couple surprise roster guys. Maybe Jake Bargas. Like, maybe they carry 2 fullbacks. They've done that before. Like, Brandel makes the roster. I don't think that's necessarily shocking, though. I think Neville Clark makes it. I think Stephen Parker is actually going to be the third safety. He worked with the ones a little bit yesterday, too. Actually, let's go in surprise cuts. Maybe we should do a video on that. Actually, let me write that down. Because, man, would it be shocking if DJ Wanham doesn't make the roster? Because the Vikings have cut 4th-round draft picks before. Look at Willie Beavers. But that would be shocking. It really would. but he hasn't really gotten a lot going. No, it's a surprise roster makes. That's really about it. I think it is going to be pretty straightforward this year. Yeah, I think Harrison Hand makes it. I think Neville Clark makes it. I could see Metellus and Brian Cole both missing. Oh, I think Jordan Fair makes the roster. It's going to be interesting. Next up, Luke K, 6.5 for obvious reasons. Huge Jared Allen fan. Honestly, would you 18? That's a solid number. Big even numbers guy for some reason. There you go. Luke Oakview. 3 because it's simple. Timberwolves got number one pick Andy with KG ownership would be something. Get it on. Get it. Let's go. Next up is Brian K, who can do the Wolves draft. Edwards or Ball with the number one pick. I think they might trade it. I don't know for who. Like, I know Anthony Edwards got game. I know LaMelo Ball is like whatever, but I mean, there's no Zion this draft. It sucks. Yeah. Fulford Skull. You see the rankings of backup quarterbacks. Mannion was 29 to 32. I was shocked they even beat a trash can, a bucket of half-eaten popcorn by a janitor. Jameis ranked number 1. Really? Wow. And is half a lesson, man. Please let me understand why we keep him. Everyone knows he can't play. Well, I think the plan is like, hey, if anything happens to Cousins, we'll just tank. So I think that's why Mannion's here. 28, so I could say all day and truck people in practice. When you actually did practice. Talk about practice, man. Eric Hansen. Assuming I'm a defensive tackle, I picked 93. Easy. Wanted in high school, but coach wouldn't let me because 90s are eligible numbers on offense. What? I played in Class A, and lots of guys play both ways. Oh. I was starting nose tackle and good old 53 scheme. Oh, yeah, 53. Or you got 52 with the monster backer. Backup center guard. They didn't want to deal with the headache of 93 having to play offensive line. It should almost go without saying I won 93 because of John Randall, my all-time favorite player, not just Vikings, but the entire NFL. John Randall was a dude, man. I actually feel bad for like some younger fans that didn't get to see John Randall because John Randall was just, yeah, you know the way that everyone gushes over Aaron Donald. So just imagine Aaron Donald but better. That was John Randall. He was. John Randall never got the hype that Aaron Donald does. Rightfully so, by the way, with Aaron Donald. Next up, World War II General Vince Vaughn. 10000101 would have to be it. If you're limited to using only one eating utensil, what would you be stuck with? No sporks. Just pick a knife. Because I feel like if you have something liquid, if you have like soup, you just drink it from the bowl, which is fine. Knife, you can stab things. Knife, you can cut things. You can't really cut things with a fork or a spoon. And yeah, I mean, hell, if we're living in a world where you only get one utensil, I'm guessing like things have gone beyond the pale. So I mean, just eating with your hands probably won't be frowned upon anyway. So it's fine. Yeah, I just pick like a sharp, pocket or trail knife. Big Freak 53, 73. 56 because that's the number I use for football. I also thought 56 is a good center number. So I'm glad that Bradbury's 56. TreeJ, what Dundee do you think you would have gotten if you worked for Dunder Mifflin Sabre? We had this question, didn't we? I would have won the Double Doobie Pothead Stoner of the Year award after Andy. Let's see, what would I win? Well, the Meat Smoker Award. And then it would be, I don't know, Michael would make a very, very inappropriate joke because, I know, we just smoke a lot of meat. What do you do? Nick Dora, 44. Aha! Are there any former Minnesota Vikings players that you absolutely can't stand? Well, Alex Boone. I guess that counts. See, I like Kluey, but I feel like Kluey definitely is arrogant, and that he just always projects that he's the smartest person in the room. Usually is, but now that also gets annoying. Let's see who else? Well, Darren Sharper, obviously. I have like a love-hate relationship with Fred Smoot. Like I love how completely not in touch with reality he is, but also, he's Fred Smoot. All right, so we were just talking personality-wise. We were talking about play on the field because like Benny Sapp on the field was terrible. His kid's really good, and he seems like a cool dude off the field. But when he was playing, man, I was working out, and everyone's like all excited. It's like, hey, it's a local guy. It's like he played in Northern Iowa, but he's terrible. Next up, Jason Sage, 16 because that's my birthday. If the owners had to sell the Vikings, who would you want to buy them? Man, that would suck because the Wolves are really good owners. Would Kirk have enough money? Would Kirk have enough money to put like 1% down on a team? Actually, I wonder about like the Manning family. So you take all of the NFL salaries, you take all the endorsements, and you bring in some sort of like other like big money hedge fund, silent partner type. Have the Manning family be the spearhead of it. I think that would do good. Like the Mannings. Archie Manning played for the Vikings 1984. I think Peyton could do some good things in the front office. They draft Coop Manning, be the quarterback of the future. That'd be really good. Actually, career earnings Peyton Manning. Actually, did Eli earn more than Peyton? All right, so never mind. Peyton Manning is number one all-time career earnings. Because that was the thing with Peyton is that Peyton never gave the Colts a hometown discount. Like he made sure that he got paid respect. I mean, also, even with the Broncos, like he was towards the top of the quarterback market. Let's see. Oh, he's 44. There we go. All right, so 98. So yeah, he came in before the rookie wage scale. So got a big signing bonus up front. Did that. Then he started getting. He got friggin' burned. Wow. All right, so we'll say $250 million quarter bill. After taxes, $125. We'll say endorsements. Peyton Manning's had $50 million in endorsements. I think that's fair. Say some business ventures. Say we'll round that up to an even 200. So say he's got $200 million. I mean, that could buy 5% of a team. Because, I mean, the Vikings sold now. What would they sell for? $2.5 billion? NFL team valuations. Because Forbes does this every year where they look at team value. But don't they know that they have Diggs? Actually, this would be easier. All right, so the Vikings valued at 2.7, up 12%. Owner Zygmunt Wilf. I love Ziggy, though. I love the Wilfs. They're good owners, but yeah, bring on the Mannings. Billy Long. 45, 51, 55. Those are my basketball, baseball, and football numbers. 51's good. 51. So baseball retires the numbers of their greats pretty regularly. But is there a better combo for baseball than the number 51 and the Mariners? Because he had Randy Johnson and he had Ichiro. I mean, you can't really top that. Viking Jerome, 00. We'll go a little autogram. Then lastly, Brian Kahukin, 69. Nice. What's up with Mike Boone? Vikings fans praise the ground. He walks on, says he should be RB1. I don't see it. Are we missing a huge opportunity by not letting him play, or does he get the garbage time opportunities that inflate stats? Well, he did well last year because he averaged, I think he over-averaged more than 5. I think what it is you have this insanely gifted athlete. Like Mike Boone was a freaking dude coming out of Cincinnati, and hasn't really gotten an opportunity because he came in after Dalvin, as well as he had Alexander Matz in the mix last year. I mean, yeah, he averaged 5.6 yards per carry. He was given the start against the Packers Sunday Night Football, and Mike Boone mock draft. Because say the Vikings had traded Dalvin, or for some reason he was. Wait, they really have Josh Norris on mock draftable. That's funny. Mike Boone. They don't have Mike Boone on here? Yeah, but Mike Boone's pro day was pretty insane. So he ran a 4.440, 25 on the bench, 42-inch vert, almost broad jump 12 feet. Great short shuttle, great three cone. So I think you have this amazingly physically gifted athlete who hasn't really gotten the opportunities. But I mean, could you say he's the best running back 3 in the league? I think you could probably go that far. And also, he's been impressing in camp as far as running backs can with limited contact. But dude is freaking jacked, can still move like a gazelle. Was originally a receiver when he got to Cincinnati, so he's great in the passing game. He's improved as a pass blocker. I think he's phenomenal. Plus, I believe he's in a contract year. I don't know if is he an RFA this year or next year? I know it's got to be next year because he's on his 3-year UDFA deal. So yeah, he's an RFA next year. Vikings gonna have to make a decision. And if anything ever happened to Dalvin, potentially Madison, I think the Vikings will be just fine with Mike Boone. All right, so that is it. That is the Daily Jeromes live stream on a Friday. We're going to go out and win the weekend. You should as well. If you want to support the work, hit us up, purplefww.com/support. All the ways you can support us, as well as check out the Discord. Join Jeromeville over there. It's always a lot of fun. But again, behave yourself. We'll be back on Monday, 11 a.m. Central Time. You know what it is. Skull, production value.